Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Daniel Weichman. Hazleton City Council met last evening for a special meeting about the proposed garbage transfer station that would be built off East Broad Street behind the U-Haul. About 30 residents attended the meeting, along with a team from the State Department of Environmental Protection and representatives from Northeast Waste Systems, where they went over positives of the project, which included speaking about less traffic on the roadways and how it reduces fuel consumption and less road wear and tear.
If there are harms or potential harms remaining, then we would evaluate the benefits. Are the identified benefits a result of the project? So that the applicant would have to definitively prove to us that this benefit would not be provided to the community unless this project were moved forward. Do the benefits of the project clearly outweigh the known potential harms of the project? That's the final question that needs to be answered from an environmental assessment.
And there's trash service. So imagine all of these red lines would be that local trash vehicle picking up in your neighborhood. And so they would all travel perhaps individually to the landfill.
Within the meeting, it was stated that the facility will consist of an enclosed building with a concrete tipping floor. Crews will use heavy equipment and a crane to separate, compact, and load a maximum of 700 tons of municipal waste and construction demolition waste. It was stated that the public may be unable to inquire about the upcoming project. However, citizens that attended the meeting were given the chance to ask their own personal questions and voice their concerns.
They constantly fix those roads. Who's going to be fixing our roads?
Right, so PennDOT will evaluate any type of need for any type of agreement that may need to be reached for road maintenance for the state roads. Those same type of discussions can happen at the municipal level for local roads.
And would they also affect our taxes then to pay for our roads to be repaired?
Well, that's what I mean. Those negotiations and discussions would happen at the municipal level to determine if anything needs to be put in place for road maintenance.
In other local news, a bomb threat drew Hazleton City police officers to the Lehigh Valley Hospital at approximately 2:38 a.m. this morning. Upon arrival, hospital security advised officers that there was a male in the emergency room causing a disturbance. When security asked them to leave, the male stated that he was going to return with a bomb and blow up the hospital. Once security was able to provide officers with the male's address, they located 25-year-old Franklin Dossett of Hazleton and placed him into custody. Charges were made against Dossett for threats of mass destruction and terroristic threats. A man from Hazleton could face a lifetime registration as a sex offender after he pled guilty on Friday to sexually assaulting 3 girls. 31-year-old Vincent Norman Cropper reportedly stated he had no choice when he entered a plea agreement with prosecutors. Hazleton police arrested Cropper in 2020 on allegations he sexually assaulted a then 15-year-old girl in 2016, where when his arrest went public, 2 girls and a woman stepped forward to report that the same thing happened to them. A judge ordered an evaluation of Cropper by the Pennsylvania Sexual Offender Assessment Board. Cropper is scheduled to be sentenced July 6th. He remains jailed at the county correctional facility. A suspect is in custody after the Edwardsville shooting in Luzerne County. The incident occurred just before noon at Hilltop Apartments, where Antoine Bickerstaff shot the victim, his ex-girlfriend's current boyfriend, before running from the scene. Bickerstaff was taken into custody last night, where he faces aggravated assault and other charges. A fire in New Philadelphia in Schuylkill County left 1 person injured and displaced several families on Friday. According to officials, the fire began near the 160 block of Valley Street. The New Philadelphia mayor stated that a 16-year-old male was in the home at the time the fire began, where he suffered burns and had to be taken to the hospital. The fire impacted 5 homes, where 3 of them were occupied by families. At this time, there is no word on how the fire started in Schuylkill County. A woman from Schuylkill County is facing charges for stealing money she had collected through a fundraiser she held for a cancer patient. According to Minersville Police, 54-year-old Camille Yoder hosted a pulled pork dinner fundraiser at the Rod Gun Club. Some items for the event included pork for the sandwiches and containers, rolls, and potatoes were donated. Roeder promoted the event by stating all proceeds benefited the family and the victim, However, in the end, the victim only received about $600 from Yoder, where they were still owed $780 out of the total fundraised. Yoder is charged by police with theft by failure to make required disposition of funds, theft by deception, and receiving stolen property. The Wilkes-Barre Township Police are asking the public for help in identifying a man they allege stole during separate instances from Target. Police believe the man pictured is responsible for 7 thefts at the Target store between February 6th and March 2nd of this year. Anyone with information regarding the identity of this person or their whereabouts is asked to contact police at 570-606-4791. A woman is facing charges after, according to police, she spit on a state trooper multiple times during her arrest. Troopers responded to a domestic incident on Monday around 5:30 a.m., where once they arrived on scene, they arrested a 37-year-old woman for DUI and meth possession. While she was being arrested, she spit on a trooper's neck and back. The woman faces charges of aggravated assault against law enforcement and simple assault. Coming up on Wyln News, we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with a few visits to a local restaurant and a recovery center. Plus, a restaurant in McAdoo opened its doors yesterday with a ribbon cutting. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's Wyln forecast is partly cloudy.
We want your child to be our Wyln Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on Wyln News and Wyln social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the Wyln News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
The Wilkes Center presents Satisfaction, the International Rolling Stones Tribute Show, Friday, April 28th at the Wilkes Center at the Historic Castle in Hazleton. Don't miss the international touring tribute to the world's greatest rock and roll band. Doors open at 7:30, show starts at 8. The tickets are just $33.46, and that includes all fees. Get your tickets at Bosco's at the Laurel Mall in Hazleton or Eventbrite. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information.
Hey, Dr. Alex here with another Feel Good Friday. I've been on it before, and I'll be on it again. Everybody should be taking vitamin D, at least in some amount, regularly. If it's once a week or every day, if it's 400 units per day or 1,000 units a day, 2,000 units a day, everyone should be taking vitamin D. I just saw a new study that said that vitamin D might help some dementia patients recover from their dementia. Besides the immuno effects, how it affects your mood, the all-around health effects of vitamin D, it's incredible. People were surviving better from COVID-19 when they were taking vitamin D. It's just an incredible, it's a drop of sunlight. And you need sunlight, and you need vitamin D. So if you get vitamin D in your life, you're gonna be feeling much better. You'll be feeling good for sure. Take care.
Get ready for the ultimate sports breakdown when Marty Burns on Let's Talk Sports. Every day during WYLN News, Marty brings you the latest news and analysis on your favorite teams and players. From the biggest games to the latest trades, he's got you covered. So tune in daily to Let's Talk Sports and get in the game with Marty Burns.
Welcome back to WYLN News. Hazleton area schools recently had pause and experiment with Rhythm, an application that assesses the mental well-being of students in the district. However, Superintendent Brian Uplinger stated that the people with Rhythm will put together answers to frequently asked questions that can be shared with parents as the district considers restarting the app. At the beginning of the year, the school district started using Rhythm for grades 3, 7, and 9. The purpose of the app includes helping faculty identify students that might benefit from counseling.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Maria's Restaurant in McAdoo is officially open. City officials and the owner of the restaurant hosted the ribbon cutting yesterday afternoon to commemorate the grand opening.
It's a Spanish restaurant. We've had a lot of openings in town, stores and different businesses and that. And this is just an added touch. It's nice. They're going to have a bigger menu. They're just starting out. They're taking the risk, and hopefully they get the rewards.
The restaurant offers authentic Spanish food, such as empanadas and enchiladas.
Well, I figured out that McAdoo needs something like my restaurant because I don't see any those kind of type of restaurant here, so it's a lot of people, I think, so who need something different.
Maria's Restaurant is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day, so pay her a visit and enjoy some yummy food this weekend. Easter is right around the corner, and the Whitehaven Police Department is looking for donations of prizes for their children's annual egg hunt. They currently have candy donations, but they need more prizes that are good for children from toddlers to 15 years old. If you'd like to donate, donations can be dropped off at their police station, or they can just come on by your residence to pick them up. St. Patrick's Day is all about green, and Sheetz announced today that they may save you a little bit of that green too. Sheetz is kicking off the St. Patrick's holiday weekend by temporarily lowering the prices of some of their grade of fuels they offer. Premium, mid-grade, and ethanol-free fuels, where available, can be seen lowered in our area over the weekend and last until March 24th. You can check if the Sheetz gas station in your area has the promotion by checking the Sheetz mobile app or the company's website. St. Patrick's Day is all about celebrating our Irish heritage and culture, and a local restaurant is all about bringing the celebration to us, even though their normal main focus is Italian dishes.
I'm making corned beef and cabbage. I did arancini, which we're known for. They're called, I mean them arancini, like St. Patty's Day-ish. We have cannolis filled with Bailey's Irish cream filling. I made cheesecakes with Bailey's Irish cream. I have shepherd's pie, which I don't have featured here right now. We have shepherd's, I'm almost sold out of that actually. And then we have all our regular Lenten specials as well. But I'm selling a lot of St. Patty's Day food today. And Irish soda bread I made homemade.
Despite being Italian, St. Patrick's Day is a time for all nationalities to take part, even if your main diet is pasta and pizza. It's not all about chowing down on this Irish holiday, it's about celebrating with your close folks too. And the New Roots Recovery Center in Hazleton was all about that. New Roots offers support to those with substance use and the families affected, and today they offered a different kind of support in the form of good vibes and plenty of Irish food.
Yeah, today is St. Patrick's Day, so we as a local nonprofit like to support many things, and a really popular one is St. Patrick's Day. So we have a few members here who are Irish and love the fact that we are supporting their heritage, and the Boyles that used to run the funeral home are Irish, and they decided to volunteer their time and play music and sing for us.
There are many festivities like this in our city of Hazleton and across our Commonwealth for this holiday, and we were touched that the New Roots invited us to attend theirs. Coming up on Tresco's News Choice, Marty Burns finishes off our week with Let's Talk Sports. Plus, our pets of the week are here to steal your heart. And stay with us for everything else we have lined up for you later tonight on WYLN TV.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Welcome to the St. Patrick's Day edition. It's TGIF. Let's Talk Sports, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. And if you're going to talk Irish, talk Notre Dame basketball. Looking for a coach. Can we get Joe Flanagan to apply? Even though he's declined the offer, can we still put the application in? We all say yes, we're going to put the application in anyway to have Joe Flanagan be the new head men's basketball coach at Notre Dame. Don't worry, he could still be Bowie's basketball coach and athletic director at MMI and so many other titles that he may have. And in watching the Big East tournament, and you hear Tim Brando and Gus Johnson talking about how great the atmosphere is, and I'm sure there was a pretty good atmosphere last weekend, but nothing quite like when we were there to see Jerry McNamara hit a big shot against UConn, or the 6 overtime game when Devendorf hit a buzzer beater, but he was a little late. And one of those things that coincides with that was Syracuse was coached by Jim Boeheim, who after losing to Wake Forest in the ACC tournament, some say he stepped down, some say retired. It depends who you talk to. Adrian Autry taking over as head coach of the Orange. But the teams that joins the ACC out of the Big East, whether you talk about Miami, Virginia Tech, Boston College, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, they all did it for football reasons, and you see Virginia Tech excelling. Miami's had some success lately. It's been Pitt and Syracuse. But where it really hurt was basketball, and especially two schools, talking about Pitt and Syracuse. They build a lot of their recruiting on going to Madison Square Garden for the conference tournament every year, year in and year out, and they get all those quality New York kids. Well, they don't go anymore because really I don't think any of those New York kids really care about playing a conference tournament in Greensboro, North Carolina, or Charlotte, North Carolina. I think they really want to play in the Garden, so they don't go to Syracuse and Pitt anymore. And sad to see some other coaches go by the way. And once Big John Thompson passed away at Georgetown, if you talk Georgetown basketball, I think more times than not the name that is associated with it is one Patrick Ewing. And if Patrick Ewing can't recruit and win at Georgetown, I really question if anybody can, even though I do know that Georgetown is hot after the Penn State coach. What's his name? Shrewberry. We'll call it that. Georgetown, looking at him, he's been associated with a couple of other jobs, including Notre Dame, but we all know Joe Flanagan's getting that one. And another former player at his alma mater that has stepped down, but he's staying with the basketball and athletic programs, and that's Aaron McKee at Temple. We've seen Josh Pastner, who ironically got his start through Arizona and being under Coach Olson, a former player of Arizona. Damon Stoudemire will take over for him at Georgia Tech. Mike Anderson out at St. John's. Rumors are hot and heavy about Rick Pitino going back to Madison Square Garden, once coached the Knicks, and get a select few games at St. John's at the Garden. That's the thought there. And Penn State, if they end up losing their coach, what direction would they possibly go in? So we'll have to keep an eye on that coaching carousel. And one update, we had talked about it last week with John Morant. It's been reported that he's seeking counseling in Florida. You almost hope that they don't rush him through counseling and get him the help that he needs, even though fans of the Memphis Grizzlies may not like that thought, because it could cost them and maybe waste a year of where they could have excelled in the Western Conference playoffs. But without him, it'd be very tough with some of those quality teams in the West for Memphis to advance. But we hope for the best for John Morant, and we wish you all the best on this St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy your Friday evening and enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back here Monday for another edition of Let's Talk Sports, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, here to ask you, is your kitchen ready for an overhaul? We offer free in-home consultation and design, no interest financing, professional removal and installation, countertop and backsplashes, hardwood and laminate floors, kitchen appliance sales, service and installation, and of course, everyday low prices. Grand Central in Hazleton, helping you make your house a home.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information.
¿Está buscando las últimas noticias y eventos locales importantes para nuestra comunidad hispana? WYLN le mantendrá al día de todo local en nuestro nuevo webcast diario en español. Telediario de WYLN, conmigo, Julia Regent. Siga nuestras páginas de medios sociales y sitio web en WYLNTV.com todos los días. Para acceso al telediario de WYLN a partir que se emitirá próximamente. WYLN, somos tu red local.
There's no time like the present to adopt a pet, and the SPCA of Luzerne County has more breeds, shapes, and sizes of furry friends for you to check out this week. Everyone, say hi to Samson. He may be small in stature, but he's big in personality. He came in with 2 other dogs who were his pals. He is playful and energetic, and will need a family who can keep up with him. He is in search of a new loving forever home. And next up is Andy. Meet Chatty Andy. He just talks and talks. He will tell you he wants attention. He is friendly, sweet, and curious. Come check him out. Call 570-825-4111 to come on down and check out these featured pets and more. You may just meet your new best friend and give them a well-deserved forever home. And that does it for the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest news and updates on our Facebook, YouTube, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.